A very welcome to all who is present today for the Manage Anxiety Through Attention training. Great of you, you set aside time for this, for yourself. So before starting, I invite you to take a few breaths to prepare the mind for this session. Yes, and get comfortable and relaxed. So start by taking a deep inhale through the nose. Fill up the lungs and exhale through the nose or mouth, whatever feels comfortable, relaxing now to you. 2 more deep breaths. Breathe in through the nose. Maybe blowing through the mouth. And let the tension of the day flow out. 1 more deep breath. When you breathe out, relax your face. Soften the shoulders and the belly and the legs. And be fully present here, ready for the workshop. I welcome you from the heart. For this workshop, you will need a paper and a pen. Please, can you prepare it? Put it beside you, so in a moment or later on, I will instruct you when to use it for some exercises. Okay, we are going to talk and learn about anxiety management. But first, we need to understand what are the conditions for a calm mind. To have a calm mind, to have clarity, we need to have a balanced nervous system. I will teach you today different techniques, and you will receive information how to create a calm mind and a mind that is architectured in a way to work for your benefit. But next to that, there are more things to keep in mind, which is the daily things like get sufficient daily sleep. If we do not sleep enough, our nervous system can be out of balance and we can get more anxious quickly. Also, to stay hydrated, the brain uses a lot of oxygen and also a lot of water, and the heart needs a lot of water, and we need nutritious food. Yes, so this is your foundation of a balanced nervous system. And then your meditation techniques, the techniques you learn today, will be of much more effect. And last, biorhythm. Your brain and nervous system loves a steady biorhythm. The whole nature, the earth, the universe operates on a steady rhythm. Yes, like we can know exactly what time the sun comes up in June 1st, 2050. That's how steady and accurate the whole universe is built. These energy structures are based on rhythm, and we are nature too. I don't say to live as a soldier, check your clock each time, but getting up at the same time, sleeping at the same time during the week will give you a much more steady nervous system to work with during your week. Having said that, we continue to attention training. It is an awareness practice. We work with the attention. And awareness practices are known to calm the brain, and being able to focus and move your attention to where it needs to be placed is an important skill to have, an important skill also to help you manage moments of anxiety. So why is it important to train your attention? It helps you live in the now, in the here and now. Often, when we are prone to get anxious, is because we are thinking ahead. We're thinking way ahead. What if this? Yes, we're out of the moment. Or we are in the past and regretting stuff from the past. So living in the now is an important skill to have because in the now, there is more focus, more clarity. Yes? Also, when we train our attention, we learn to focus on one thing at a time. We can get things done. We can accomplish and complete projects, things that we are working on, things that we want to achieve. And also when we are working with awareness and being in the present moment, it helps us tune into our interior, to our inner space. We get to understand what we feel and know what we want. That comes through attention training. And being able to train our attention also helps you to shift from a state of stress. It helps you to shift more easier in a state of relaxation. Often, most of our stress happens in the mind, at the level of thoughts. So we all experience stress. You know, a little bit of stress is even healthy because it makes us be sharp and alert and pushes us to find creative solutions, new ways of doing things. But a whole lot of stress for a long duration can lead to anxiety. What is anxiety? Anxiety is an exaggerated stress response. It's a heightened stress response. It builds up. And what are symptoms you can feel? A faster heartbeat, faster breathing rate, often accompanied with worries and excessive thoughts, and often negative thoughts. And we can get stuck in that spiral. Yes? Happens to most of us sometimes. We're all humans living in this life. We have moments of anxiety. So what can we do? The attention training that we do, meditation is an attention training, mindfulness is an attention training. Attention is really our superpower. When we learn to regulate our attention, choosing what to focus on, this helps us to regulate our thoughts also. In a moment, I'll explain that more thorough. And when we have the capacity to regulate thoughts, we have the capacity to regulate stress and anxiety. So the state of your mind and how you use your attention influences your capacity to manage your stress and anxiety. So at the thought level, we get to there in a moment. I want to go into a practice now of attention training. When we work with attention, look at the nice monkey I've found. We will find that the mind is by nature busy. It's called a monkey mind in the meditation world. Always thoughts, jumping from one thing to another, very dynamic. So here we want now to focus on one thing. We want to regulate the attention, and you'll find that your thoughts will come up, will pop in, and that is natural. So some tips below here. Accept your thoughts is one of them. Accept that your mind is going to think. It doesn't matter what the mind thinks, even if it is something very dramatic, problematic, or attractive. Let the thoughts be and simply refocus. And here, I know to do not zone out. I catch some students sometimes going, nice, some moment to escape when I meditate, when I'm just going to zone out, I'm going to numb down, I'm not going to feel anything, I'm not going to see anything. is a way of escaping, closing yourself off from your feelings, from what you're experiencing. So that is not meditation, that is not attention training. It might be nice sometimes to do, just to retreat in your shell and forget about everything, but it will not change anything. So avoid zoning out. Attention training means attention, being right here, right now, in this moment with yourself. Yes? Leads us to the third point. Be gentle with yourself. Do not criticize yourself during the practice. Force yourself to be peaceful or to be focused. Maybe you get irritated with yourself, that you get distracted. So avoid criticizing, judging. Be gentle with yourself. There is no right or wrong when we train attention. It's simply about bringing the attention into the moment. So we'll do two practices today. One of them is called the dot. And for that, you need to take a pen and a paper. And you're going to draw a dot like this. Yes? In the middle of the paper. If you are a creative person, you can draw a star or a heart or a symbol. Yes? You put it in the middle of the paper. And now the practice is to focus on the dot only and keep focusing on the dots only. When you notice you get distracted by something around, by a thought, sensation in the body, go back. That's the practice. Refocus, refocus, refocus. This is a very simple attention training, but not easy and also very effective. So prepare your posture first. Get comfortable. Rest your hands on your lap or on your desk. Your spine is straight, so you can have an alert posture. I don't recommend lean back because you're going to chill out and zone off. So you're sitting upright. And the quality of your focus is a gentle one. You're not going to squeeze your eyes or frown your forehead or use your eye muscles. Your eye muscles are soft. You look at the dot like you're looking into a horizon with a gentle attention. You may start. Direct your attention in the dot. Keep breathing naturally. It's not a breathing exercise. It's an attention exercise. You work with your attention. When you get distracted, thoughts popping in, accept it and simply go back to the dot. Continue refocusing. Every attempt to attention regulation will give benefit in the nervous system and the brain. Not about the result, it's about the practice. Training the attention moment to moment to moment. Now gently close the eyes. Maybe you're still seeing the dots, the impression of it in the screen of your eyes. Now take a deep breath and relax the whole body. And notice how you feel. Examine, are there any effects after regulating your thoughts for a few minutes? Now gently open the eyes. Now we will shift into another exercise. Now with the dot, we put all the thought in one tiny point, a static point. Now we're gonna do a training where we will shift the attention from one thing to the other. In this case, we use the senses and we shift the attention from what we see, then in what we hear, and then in what we feel. Yeah, so you have experienced both techniques, so you have more options to practice and experience what works for you. So prepare for triple attention training. For this, you sit up straight again, comfortable, feet grounded, hands resting on the lap or on the desk. And the eyes are open, soft eyes, and the eyes are still. You don't have to look at the screen. Look in front of you at the space that you're in. Keep the eyes still. And now choose from what you see five things that you can see right now without moving the eyes. You can name the objects that you see if that's helpful. So we're training to put attention on details. Exercising the thought muscles, the attention muscles. Don't be in a hurry, take your time. Now close your eyes, let go of what you saw. You can also simply look downwards. And now shift your attention into what you hear, into the sounds that are around you right now. Listen to 4 sounds. Find 4 different sounds. When you find a sound, keep your attention on it for a moment. And then go to the next sound. Each sound you capture, you put your attention in it for a moment. It helps to name the sounds. You can name the sound. Now let go of the sounds. Now you bring your attention in the body, in your body. and notice 3 things that you can feel in your body. 3 things. You notice some areas are warm. Maybe you hear your heartbeat, your digestion. You can feel anything. 3 things. Now I invite you to take a deep breath. Let your attention spread throughout your body, head to toe. And notice how you feel. Examine. What are the effects after training your attention? Without judgment, simply observe. Now you can gently open the eyes. Be present here. I would like to know, what are the effects after attention training that we've done? What do you feel? You can type in a word in the chat. You can send that chat to me privately. How do you feel now? Coming in here, a few responses. I feel more relaxed. Wonderful. At Zen, I feel relieved. I feel more relaxed. Very good. I'm happy for you. A lot more concentrated. Fantastic. Relaxed and focused. Comfortable. These are all the responses. How wonderful that you did this for yourself. Yeah, so now you experience yourself how by regulating your attention, you start calming your system. It's how the nature of your body works. Wonderful. Good for you. Now, these attention practices, as you saw, they're not long and dreadful. A few minutes here and there. I recommend 3 times a day. When you have some moments, put down that phone. Yes? 2 to 3 minutes attention shifting. No one can know if you're just sitting here with your eyes open and you are focusing on what you see, what you hear, what you feel. It's a very subtle exercise. No one knows that you're doing attention training. Yes? Ideal is early in the morning and before sleeping also. Yeah, so do it often, and that's how you start training your attention and you start disciplining your mind. Because when there is anxiety, the mind goes haywire. It gets all over the place. Yes? Now, when the mind gets all over the place like that, yes, in anxiety, it's hard to bring it back. So what we want to do is have regular attention training moments, and this calms the mind, yes, through the meditation we just did, attention training, to breathing exercises that we will not do today. But the next step after the mind is calm, when the mind is calm, is to learn to direct the mind. Choose your thoughts. Choose how you want to use your mind. This is the next level. And so you are building a mental architecture. You want to build a structure, a mental structure that's solid, that works in your favor. Yeah, you want your mind to become your best friend. Yes? So what are the steps? Now we have to know how thoughts work. every thought that you have in your mind, the thousands of thoughts we have per day, every little thought, even if you're not aware of it, has a response in the body right away. For instance, if you have a thought like this, which is a typical thought that triggers a stress reaction, it will create adrenaline in your body because this thought sends a signal to your brain. Oh, this kid is overwhelmed. There is too much to do. What does your system do? Pump that heart, pump that blood, put energy, adrenaline for this kid to get things done. So your body responds to you. Your body wants to serve you. So if you have these thoughts of overwhelming thoughts, your body will fill with adrenaline. Well, as I said, a bit of adrenaline is good to get energy to get things done, but when it's too much, it's overwhelming and not healthy anymore. So what happens when we are filling up with adrenaline? We have a physical and an emotional experience, which can lead to stress and fear. Yes? So when we have chaotic thought patterns, we send chaotic signals to the brain and chaotic reactions are created in the body and we end up feeling out of place. We're not centered, we're not present. I catch myself sometimes. I like doing this game, I call it, when I'm feeling like a bit stressy, like hyper, and I check my thoughts. Like, oh, no wonder. Look at these thoughts I'm having. No wonder my body is responding like this. Let's have another scenario. We have a positive thought, a thought that's constructive, that's helpful. Yes, I can do this. I can do this. So the signals you're sending to your body, there's no problem. Everything is under control. So your body continues producing what is called the happy hormones, the hormones that keep you calm, relaxed. Yes. So you have a calm and focused experience because that's what your thought, what you're putting out on a thought level. So thoughts created with clear intention create harmony in the body. So this is really the next level in meditation and attention training. Next to calming the mind is constructing a positive mind. And the more attention training you do, the more aware you're going to become of your thoughts and you're going to catch yourself having a negative thought. You will know when you're thinking, you will know what kind of thoughts you're having. And we're going to do an exercise now, what to do with persistent negative thoughts. Yes, it's a practice. So have patience with this process also. It's a very valuable skill to have to control your thoughts and your mind. Thought journaling. I invite you to take your pen and paper and write down the top three negative thoughts that you keep having. We all have negative thoughts, so no shame in that. It's part of being human. So what is it? So by writing down this thought already, you have put it out of your system and you're less grabbed by it. You can detach and let go of being identified with that thought. You can look at it. That already is a powerful step. Take a moment to write down your three most dominant negative thoughts. Maybe there are more. I mean, maybe you can fill up the page, but three is enough for today. And please share with me one of your negative thoughts. You send a message privately to show that we all have them. It's part of being alive. Like a negative thought that I have or a worry that's persistent is my worry for the world, for the nature, for the children keeps popping up. Yes. Here we are, have some thoughts coming in. Let's see. Not enough time. I can relate to that. And I'm sure more of us worry of not having enough time. Another time thought. Finance, a big one, a big one. Yes. Being a failure. Yes, I understand. Having no skills, not seeing the results I had hoped for. Yes, it's really good. You're all putting this out on paper. It's great for you. No, so these represent actual worries you have. So you have all the rights to have, that's a very dominant thought, happens a lot. So what can you do? This thought comes in, it's a valid thought, legitimate thought, but you don't want it to numb you down and keep you locked. So you accept the thought, here it is, I write it down, here it is, accept it that it's there. And the next step I ask you to do is ask yourself, can I let this thought go? Can I let it go? Just for this moment, even just for this moment, can I let it go? And this is giving you a momentarily relief, freedom that you can continue functioning. You can continue, take the next step and not be weighed down by the thought or paralyzed by it. Practicing letting the thought go, even if it's just for now. So take a moment. Look at the thought, one of the thought, and practice it. Play with it. Can I let it go? For today, I invite you, let this thought go. What would happen? How do you feel if you do this? So during this week, I invite you, when you have a negative thought popping in, meet it with this practice, with this question. Can I let it go? Just for now. And practice letting it go just for now and see what happens. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes, because it's a mental muscle, right? It's a training. Now, as I said earlier, when we are in a moment of anxiety, we're having a major stress response, heart palpitation, we can't breathe, and the mind is having all the end of the world thoughts, like the most catastrophic thoughts you keep feeding your system. So what can you do in that moment? In that moment of anxiety, the best advice I can give is not to fight it. Don't fight it. When we fight it, that's when it gets harder, and that's more damaging than, okay, here it is, let it happen. So you want to relax your body. Let anxiety pass through you like that floating leaf in the water. Because if you're closing the body, resisting it, then it becomes a battle and much harder. That's why practicing relaxation exercise regularly throughout your day, every day, gives you the capacity to relax your body also during anxiety. By training your attention a little bit every day, during an anxiety moment, it's easier to keep your mind focused, because this is the next step, is keep a steady focus. Focus your mind on one thing. You want the mind to stop thinking all those heavy thoughts that make it worse. So relax the body, become soft and still. Or if you can't sit still, it's hard to sit still. You can still soften your body, maybe walk, but no resistance in the body, and find something to focus your mind on. You have maybe the dot, you can listen to sounds, you can look at something. Find out what works for your mind, what works for your system. Explore, be a detective. Yes? Now we lead to affirmations. This is creating a thought intentionally. You choose by purpose to create a positive thought. It sounds so simple, but it is so powerful. Working with affirmations. Now, in this practice we're going to do, it's going to take a few minutes. And I will put on some music, and you simply sit comfortable with the eyes closed or half open, and I'm going to read or say to you different affirmations, and you simply welcome them and listen to the affirmation, and I invite you to notice how your body responds. Yes. So I'm offering you this thought to think, and you're going to observe what happens in the body without judgment, without forcing to feel anything. So if I say, let's say, I am love, you don't have to force to feel the love. No, simply listen to it and notice the reactions, the effects in your body. And I'll be feeding you these affirmations. And in the end, you choose one that you resonate with. Yes? So I'm going to put on some music here. So close the eyes or look downwards. Take a long, slow, deep breath through the nose. Feel free to exhale out the mouth. Allow your body to get comfortable and relaxed. Soften eyes, your mouth. Soften your shoulders and fingers. Soften your hips and legs. Relax your feet on the earth. Now let your breath flow naturally. And let my words become your words, your thoughts. I am loved. I accept myself as I am. I am worthy of joy. Every day is a new opportunity to make a positive action. I can face my fears and learn from them. Every challenge in life makes me stronger and wiser. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to do my best. I can make healthy friendships. Being myself is good enough. I am a unique and beautiful soul. Bring to mind the affirmation you felt most resonated with. That you could clearly detect a positive response and repeat that affirmation again a few times. You may formulate it in your own way. Keep it simple and true. Now dissolve the affirmations, relaxing deep breath. Notice how you feel. And I invite you now to take your pen and write down one of the affirmations you felt most connected to. Let this be like a backup in your mind. Think it. Anytime you can remember in your day, put it in your thought program, in your mental software, like a, no? Our mind is like a computer. We have to program it. Now I invite you to write an affirmation of your own. Simple and true, an affirmation of your own. Train the mind to do the opposite of worrying. Train the mind to create intentionally a positive thought. So this is directing the mind. Directing the mind. You don't have to do it the whole day, don't go crazy with affirmations here and there. Yeah. Keep it simple. Don't be hard on yourself. Use it when you need it, when you feel. Yeah. Which leads us to the next practice, which is gratitude. It's easy to live looking at all the things that are missing, that are not done, that needs to get done, like usually work like that, going from one task to the other. So we forget about gratitude. So gratitude practice is an ancient Buddhist practice. It exists for so long that you consciously think about what you're grateful for. And this is cultivating a positive habit. After practicing it more and more and more, it becomes easy to feel gratitude like that and carry that with you. And you cannot feel anxiety and gratitude at the same time. It doesn't go. You can explore it for yourself. That's why they call gratitude a balm for the heart medicine. So when we continuously practice gratitude or regularly, we keep our heart calm and we help keep our nervous system balanced and our mind focused on the things that work. So that reduces your anxiety. So prepare for a gratitude practice. Again, relax your body. If it's comfortable, close the eyes. And I invite you to place your hands like this and cover the center of your chest, the heart center. It's called the heart center. Relax your shoulders, your body, and bring your attention in this area. Simply feel this area. And take a breath into this spot. Breathe into it. And breathe out. Relax it. Relax the chest and keep feeling. Maybe you can feel your heartbeat or the pulsation of your heart somewhere in the body. Now I invite you to look back in this day today. Find one thing you are grateful for of this day so far. Even if you're having a hard day, stressful day, there is always something to be grateful for. That's the beauty of this practice. Even if it is something tiny, something nice you ate, someone you saw, something you heard. Find it. One thing you're grateful for today. And it's not fantasy, it's reality. It happened. It was there. So let it feed you. Use it for your benefit. I invite you to look into your whole life in general. What are the three things you're most grateful for in your life right now? Now, when you find one thing, I invite you to have an image of it also. Like if it's a person, have an image of this person and verbally say the person's name so you get it. You infuse this also verbally, visually. Now take a gentle breath and say 3 times, thank you, thank you, thank you in your mind for these 3 things you're grateful for. Relax your hands and notice how you feel after putting your attention on what you're grateful for. Now I invite you to write down the 3 things you were most grateful for, so you also put it in written. And this also is a way of infusing it. Gratitude journaling is very powerful. If you like this practice, it worked for you, I suggest you do it every day before sleeping. Write 3 things you're grateful for of this day, and you create a positive emotional habit. The habit of creating positive emotion and learn your mind to focus, put attention on gratitude. And with time, it becomes your second nature. You can activate the state of gratitude easily and keep your heart calm. Now we've reached the completion of the workshop. Well, I thank you so much for your attention, your presence. This is my information. If you want to practice more, I have some gratitude practice on YouTube channel, mindfulness, breathing, relaxation. So it's out there. So use it. On my website, you can find the workshops that I do. I do meditations in nature. And for sure, stay in tune for the Shoco Wellness program. Yes? And I look forward to meditate with you, breathe with you, relax with you soon in the future again. I thank you for coming and I wish you a bright day. Thank you.